Okay, let's start today's live session. Uh, Sri Matre Namaha, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Let's start with a slokam from Sri Suktam. Om Hiranyavarnam Harinim Suvarna Rajatasrajam Chandram Hiranmayim Lakshmim Jatavedo Mavaha. Sri Matre Namaha, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. First, I'll be announcing the winner of last Tuesday's giveaway. It is Sri Ram Chaitanya from India. Congratulations, Sri Ram. You will be contacted via email that you have provided. And today I have a different Sri Chakra for the giveaway. Today I have a different Sri Chakra. The Sri Chakra that I was giving away for the last giveaway, Tuesday's giveaway, is this. This is the final look. Congratulations, Sri Ram. You will be contacted via email. I think it turned out very beautiful. Okay, let's keep this aside. This is the last week's, Tuesday's Sri Chakra that I was giving away. I'm just showing you the final look. This is Aurelia art. So basically we have gold liners and epoxy resin art. And lot more actually. There is also a lot of stonework. Really beautiful Sri Chakra. Once again, congratulations, Sri Ram. I hope I'm audible. Okay, let's. And today's Sri Chakra that I'm going to be giving away is this one. It's beautiful Sri Chakra. It's different from the last one. I try to make it like a different color each time, like a mixture of colors. It's beautiful blues and greens. Today I'll be adding final touches to this Sri Chakra, and this is the Sri Chakra that I'm going to be giving away for today. This is the 26th December giveaway. Yeah. If you wish to receive this Sri Chakra, please fill out the Google form that I have posted on the chat. And today's topic of discussion is going to be pretty simple and pretty relevant topic. What's the role of getting married and having children in today's day and age, in current times? So what's the role of marriage and having children is? Our previous generation thought that it's a rite of passage, so everyone gets married, everyone has children, and so on. But today's generation thinks differently, right? We consider it a choice. and not as some obligation that somebody has to fulfill, right? So, what do we think of that? This is going to be the topic of discussion for today. I hope I'm audible. Okay, I'll start working on my Sri Chakra now. So, this is a gold liner that I have made by myself, and I'm just gonna put tiny drops. Tiny little droplets, just emphasizing the petals. I've prepared a few stories to tell. Just waiting if anybody joins. It's gonna be good. I'm just making like tiny drops up onto the petals. I think I was supposed to start at 7:30. Just moving around stuff. It's difficult to be like to make an aesthetically pleasing video and then also get work done. I'm trying to do my best. So I've prepared a few stories to tell regarding this particular topic from the Devi Bhagavatha Puran. Uh, so the first story is regarding Sage Vyasa, right? So Sage Vyasa, who was initially an ascetic, like he didn't want to get married or have children or anything like that. He was an ascetic, and then one day he sees a sparrow couple, like a bird sparrow. He sees two sparrows, a couple, kissing each other, and then giving food to each other with their beaks. And then he gets so fascinated by it. He gets so fascinated by it that he starts desiring to have to have children of his own, like the sparrows are like feeding their children through their beaks, and then just simply enjoying the company of each other. So just looking at that image, right? Sage Shuka, I mean the sage Vyasa, desires to have children, but being a sage, a great rishi himself, he knows that marriage comes with its own troubles, and it will not be easy, right? I mean, you have to handle everything, you have to maintain the household, the children, and everything that comes with marriage, the finances, and like everything, right? So he was like, he's in a state of conflict, like he doesn't understand like what to do. He wants to have children, but he was like, do I face the a householder life just simply because of this desire? So he uh, he does penance, right? He does penance, and to propitiate Lord Shiva. And Shiva blesses that he'll have a son, right? And then disappears. Now, Sage Vyasa is happy that Shiva blessed that he would have sons, but he was like, where do I get a son? I mean, do I get a wife? Uh, how do I do it? The how is not has not been told to him, and now he's confused as to how he's going to beget a son and how the boon is going to be fulfilled, right? And he goes on with his daily activities after the penance. He goes on with his daily activities, starts uh, the daily fire ritual, and starts creating fire with something called as an arani. So uh, it churns a fire, right? This arani thing, it churns a fire. It's a normal daily activity for the sage, like a daily fire ritual that he does. And then what happens was, the Apsara Ghritachi comes and dances in front of him. But she was like very hesitant. Like, do I? She was sent to please Vyasa, but she was like very hesitant because he's an ascetic sage, and then he may curse her, and that might happen. So what she does is that she's trying to impress Vyasa, and Vyasa is going about with his daily activities, and he notices Kritachi. So in this hesitancy, what she does is that she takes the form of a parrot and dances in front of him. Instead of a human form, uh, she takes the form of a parrot and dances in front of sage Vyasa, because she was like very hesitant as to how she's going to go about the task of impressing sage Vyasa. And Vyasa, upon seeing this parrot, beautiful parrot dancing in front of him, he's impressed. And he and his semen falls in the arani, that he was the fire that he was trying to create, right? And he ejaculates into that, and out of which comes sage Shuka in the form of a parrot. Shuka means a parrot. He directly comes as a young man. Right from the very start, he was very knowledgeable, very spiritually oriented. Right? He's an ascetic right from the onset. And Vyasa hugs this sun that emerged from the fire, from the arani that was used to churn fire. Vyasa hugs his son, and then they spend a few days. And later, Vyasa, one day this topic comes up. Sage Shuka uh, is to get married and lead a householder life. But Sage Shuka, being himself, being a born ascetic, he dismisses the whole thing. He dismisses the thought of even getting married and having children. He says that this is one of the worst possible fates that anybody can meet. Like, he doesn't want to get married and lead all the householder life and do all of that stuff, right? And upon hearing this, Vyasa was like so distraught. He was so upset that his son is speaking that way, and his son just wants to attain liberation. And so he was like, what's the point of me bringing him onto the earthly plane, and then him immediately getting liberated and then going back, right? So Vyasa was distraught. He wanted his son to get married, have children, and all of that stuff. But say Shuka, being the ascetic, he doesn't believe in marriage, and he says that this is not for me. Okay. So what Vyasa does, he was disappointed. Vyasa says that a householder life is not as bad as you're making it sound. A householder life can be the same, can be liberating as an ascetic life, is what Sage Vyasa tries to explain to Sage Shuka, that it can be as rewarding and as spiritually, you can be as spiritually inclined being a householder as an ascetic is, right? You can be as spiritually inclined being a householder too, is what Vyasa says. But Sage Shuka doesn't believe in it, right? He says that this is all like a trap. This is all like a trap, and he doesn't believe in a householder life being as rewarding and as spiritually inclined as an ascetic life. He wants to be an ascetic, right? So what Vyasa says to him is he wants Sage Shuka to visit the king Janaka. Says, so who is Janaka? Janaka is the father of Masita. Masita, the wife of, I don't have to like introduce her to anybody. Yeah, the wife, the son, the father of Masita. he wants Sage Shuka to visit Sage Janaka and talk to him regarding regarding marriage and having children and a householder life in general. And says Shuka, okay, he's like, yeah, let's see what this whole thing is, and let's see how the it's going to turn up. And he embarks on a journey, like he goes to Mithila and tries to visit uh, King Janaka. And upon visiting King Janaka, Shuka asks a lot of questions regarding householder life. Like the main, the essence of all of those questions was like, you have as a king, you have you need to earn money, you need to protect your kingdom, uh, you need to defend from the enemies, you need to make sure that your people are doing well, and you're also used to eating all of this like good food. And how do you say that you're not attached to all of this? How do you get attached to this? And the King Janaka answers like, so I, as a king, I have to fulfill all of these duties, but I don't see them as a part of myself. So even if I'm eating good food, even if I'm like have to protect my kingdom from enemies and take care of all of my people, I see it as dharma. I see it as my duty and not a part of my own identity. So, despite having uh, all of these moral responsibilities, I see it as my a dharma and not as part of myself. And thus, in that way, I'm I'm not attached to any of these. Is what King Janaka tells in essence. So there's lot of conversation that goes on between the two, and this is mainly the essence of the whole conversation. Like seeing it not as a part of your identity, but as your duty, as dharma, is what uh, King Janaka explains. So he says that even without all of this food, all of these things, since I'm not considering it as a part of my own identity, uh, I am not attached to these things because I see them as my dharma and not as my own self. Said Shuka is finally impressed by all of this talk with King Janaka, and he goes about and he gets married. He gets married and finally has children. He has like 5 children. Yeah, this is the first story. Yeah, once again, if you wish to receive this Sri Chakra that I am currently uh, preparing, if you wish to receive this particular Sri Chakra, you can fill out the Google form that I have posted upon the chat. Uh, yeah, and also the Tuesday's winner was announced in the chat. So I do this every Tuesday and Friday. So this is my second live session actually. Yeah, I'm planning to do this every Tuesday and Friday around 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Yeah. Now we are going to paint the inner parts of the Sri Yandra. Here. The areas around the Avaranas. We are going to paint it. I am I'm going to prepare my paint using varnish and mica pigments. I'm just gonna get the pigments. I forgot to get them. Yeah, I got my pigments. I'm going to paint around these areas now. I'll paint something like very light colored because I have a dark background over here. So I'll paint something like light blue, a light pink, and gold inside. So I'm like choosing this blue, this particular, it's visible. I am okay. I'm just checking if I have received any responses. Nope, no responses yet. It's okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna mix my paint. Just gonna lower my camera so that the paint is more clearly visible. Okay. And by the way, I forgot to mention these are baby Kali masks that I have prepared using air dry clay. If you'd like one of these, you can post a comment on the chat. This is not part of the giveaway, but the Sri Chakra is. So if you wish to receive, if you want this baby Kalima idols, so I have, you can post a comment on the chat. I'll just check, and then if anybody's interested, I can share details. I'm back. Sorry for the. Yeah. So let's resume the painting. If you wish to receive this particular Sri Yantra of this today's giveaway, you can fill out the Google form that I posted on the chat. I come live on Tuesdays and Fridays in the evenings around 7:30 p.m. IST. Yeah, this first avarana is done. It looks a bit bubbly and stuff right now, but in the end, after drying out, it looks good. So this is like the last Tuesday's Sri Chakra that Sri Ram Chaitanya has won. So that it looks good after drying up. Uh, I'm trying to show. Yeah. So this is this today's giveaway Sri Chakra. Let me just quickly check if I have any responses on the Google form. Nope, none yet. Just cleaning up a bit of paint. Now let's paint like a pink hue over in this areas. um, Let me check what color would be good. I have like two different kinds of pinks. This one is more baby pinkish and this is more like purple. I think the baby pink is gonna be good. Kadam bhavanacharini munikadambakadambini nitam bhajita bhudaram suranidambini sevitam navamburu alojanam abhinavambutasyamalam त्रिलोचन कुटुम्बिनी त्रिपुर सुन्दरीमाश्रये कदम्बवनवासिनीं कनकवल्लकीधारिणीं मरार्हमणिहारिणीं मुखसमुल्लसद्वारुणीं गलितचुम्बिकस्तूरिकां समन्दहसिते क्षणां सशरचापपाशाङ्कुशाम् Yeah, if to wish to receive this Sri Chakra that I'm currently preparing, you can fill out the Google form that I have posted on the chat. think this turned out pretty good. Now let's paint the third avarana. Let's go for a light orange tone over here. If you wish to receive this Sri Chakra, let me just zoom out. If you wish to receive this particular Sri Chakra that I am currently preparing, please fill out the Google form that I have posted. Let me just quickly check if anybody has responded. Nope. If you wish to receive this Sri Chakra, please fill out the Google form that I have posted. And this particular Sri Chakra is the one that Sri Ram Chaitanya has won from Tuesday's giveaway. This is Aurelia art using resin. It's also a lot of stonework. Let's prepare the light orange color. This color. think I should start with my second story that I have prepared. Uh, yeah, okay. So this is the story of a princess named Mandodari. This is not the same. This is not Mandodari, who is Ravana's wife, Ravana from Ramayana. Uh, this is not Mandodari. This is Mandodari. This is a story from the Devi Bhagavatha Puran, uh, and even the context of this story is very interesting. Like, so Devi is in a fight with Mahishasura, right? And she starts by killing all of Mahishasura's aides. They all come in like one after the other and getting killed by Devi. And Mahishasura comes in the end, and he sees Devi, and this is like the story repeats over itself almost lot of times. He gets very attracted to the beauty of Devi. Like, uh, he sees her, and instead of fighting, he goes about saying, like, he goes about proposing a marriage. That uh, every this happens every time. Like every asura that comes and in a fight with Devi, uh, even in the fight with Shumba and Nishumba, this happens first. Like they first immediately they propose a marriage, and then instead of fighting, they do this first, and then later they get killed. This is like a very funny thing that happens a lot in the Devi Bhagavat Puran. And so the story goes like this. So Devi is in a fight with Mahishasura, and upon seeing Devi, he is very, like, he gets infatuated, and he begins proposing for a marriage, and he starts giving examples, like saying how Parvati is not fulfilled, is not complete without Shiva, how Devi Lakshmi is not complete without Lord Vishnu, and how Devi Saraswati is not complete uh, without Lord Brahma. And he keeps giving examples like this and proposing that he get married to Devi, right? Which is very, it's very funny if you see it. Uh, and Devi is laughing, and then and then taking it as a joke all the time. And he sees Devi, and he's very infatuated, and then he gives all of these examples, right? And then he goes saying that he also says that if you marry the wrong guy, you will end up in trouble. Like he talks about he begins telling a story, which is of this princess called Mandodari. In amidst the war, in the middle of the war, this whole thing is happening. Uh, so what this story goes as follows: like, there is this princess called Mandodari. Yeah, and this is not the same Mandodari as Ravana, as I told before. This princess Mandodari of Simhala. Simhala is now the same as Sri Lanka, right? Which is where Lanka is believed to be earlier. Yeah, she's the princess of Simhala, but this is not the same Mandodari as Ravana. Ravana's wife. She's not the same Mandodari. And this Mandodari, she's the princess of the king of Simhala, and she uh, she decides that she doesn't want to marry at the very young age. In those times, they get children married at the, like, very young ages, like at the age of 10. So they were talking about getting this princess married at the age of 10 years old. And this princess decides that she doesn't want to get married. She wants to lead an ascetic life, right? Uh, and she goes like this for as long as it was possible for her, and then her parents keep insisting that she get married. She has uh, responsibilities and stuff. How can she end up how could she end up like this as a bachelor? she she avoids it as much as possible, and parents try to compel this princess. The king and the queen try to compel this princess using her aides, right? So her helpers, her servants, keep coming to her and then pushing her little bit to get married. Like, see, this prince is so good, this prince, that prince is good, and so on. And then there also come a lot of proposals, right, to her to get married. She's like a very beautiful woman, and her parents think that she's getting wasted away, in a sense. So yeah, and what happens was that she rejects a lot of proposals. Every proposal that comes, she tells that she's not interested. Even if how big or charming the prince was, she rejects all of these proposals. Every proposal that comes to her. But what happens one day was that she has a younger sister. This Mandodari, the princess, has a younger sister who wants to get married, who is not against marriage, and they organize a swayamvara for the younger sister, right, who wants to get married. And to this swayamvara, a lot of princes from different kingdoms come to see the princess, right, to see her sister. And in this one of these and one of the prince that comes is the prince of Madra Raja. I don't know where exactly this is located in the current day. Uh, yeah. So the prince of Madra Raja comes to the Swayamvara, and he's like a womanizer. He gets women like this. He is very charming. Uh, he gets a lot of women, right? He's a womanizer, and he like attracts women like a magnet. And somehow this Mandodari, the princess uh, that decided not to marry, sees this womanizer, and then she's like, she wants to get married now. He somehow attracted her, and then she got infatuated, and then with his talk and all of that stuff, and then she finally agrees to marry this guy who is a womanizer, which at that time she did not know. And she finally, the princess who 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 once thought she was never gonna marry, ends up marrying this womanizer. A few days pass, everything was fine and stuff. But at once, her servant tells her that the king, the prince, right, whom she married, is cheating on her with the wife of a servant. At first, she was like, she denies these claims and she scolds the servant, and like, she doesn't accept the fact that her husband was found cheating. And then this happens over and over again. And one day she finally sees the act. She finally catches him cheating. And she was like so appalled. So even when confronted, he does nothing. He continues on his cheating spree and stuff. And this woman, this princess who gave up on her vow of not getting married, is now stuck in this toxic marriage. So like, Mahishasura was telling this story to Devi in the middle of the war, so that trying to impress her and get her to marry him, right? So she says that if you reject my pleas to get married, to marry, and you may end up marrying the wrong guy and end up like Mandodari. So this is the second story that I've had. Yeah, later, finally, I mean, in the end, Mahishasura gets killed in the hands of Devi. That's a different topic. Yeah, we are almost done painting this particular Sri Chakra. If you wish to receive this particular Sri Chakra, you can fill out the Google form. I'm going to end this live in like half an hour. If you wish to receive this Sri Chakra, please fill out the Google form that I have posted. Yeah, till now it turned out good. In these inner layers, I'll paint a yellow, golden yellow in these inner layers, inner avaranas over here. A golden yellow would be good. I'm going to mix like this particular golden yellow for the inner avaranas. If you wish to receive this particular Sri Chakra that I'm currently preparing, please fill out the Google form that I have posted on the chat. One winner will be picked at random and given this Sri Chakra. It's completely free and no cost. It's because I've taken this sankalpa to share at least 108 Sri Chakras with you guys. Let me see if I have received responses. Yep, one response. I have received one response. So if nobody else responds, he is going to be the winner directly. Chanukya. I've only received one response. Like we are almost at the bindu. We are almost going to end this stream. If you wish to receive this particular Sri Chakra, please fill out the Google form that I have posted. I have received like one response from Chanukya. If no one else responds, I'll just directly announce Chanukya as the winner. We are at the bindu now. I've only received I've only received one response from Chanukya, and if no one else responds, I'll just directly announce him as the winner. We are at the bindu. Wait, this has a block, isn't it? We are almost at the end of the stream, guys. If you wish to receive this Sri Chakra, please fill out the Google form. Yep. So I have like these beads. We're going to place the bindu. I think I should plug in my PC 1 second. Yep, plugged in. I'm going to place the bindu now. Sri Matre Namaha. Yep, it's done. So this is the final look. I'm just going to show a close up. This is the final Sri Yantra look, you guys, for today's giveaway. So this is like on a 1 centimeter thick plywood, and this is Aurelia art using epoxy resin. And this is Tuesday's giveaway from 23rd December, won by Sri Ram Chaitanya. Congratulations, Sri Ram. Yeah, let me see. I'm going to, if it is just one person, I'm just going to announce the winner right now. Almost the stream is coming to an end. If you wish to receive this particular Sri Chakra, please fill out the Google form that I have posted on the chat. Yep. So this is the final look. And let me also just show the baby Kalima charms once again. So these are like baby Kalima charms that I have made using air dry clay. I think it's time for the winner announcement, you guys. So the winner of today's Sri Chakra giveaway, I'm just going to refresh one more time, is Chanukya. Congratulations, Chanukya. You will be contacted via email. And thank you to everyone that has participated in this live stream. Let me see if what I have. Let me see the. So what's today's poll says? Today's poll says getting married and having children in the current times is very important. I have three votes. Two of them voted for it being very important, and one of says it depends. Good. The winner of today's giveaway has been announced. Chanukya, congratulations. And I do this I do stream every Tuesday and Friday, which are these are considered to be days, good days to propitiate Devi Lakshmi. So if you wish to receive a Sri Chakra, uh, you can, yeah, you can tune into the live stream. Uh, you can tune into the live stream every Tuesday and Friday in the evenings. Uh, it's going to be around 7:30 p.m. I'm going to stream for at least 2 or 3 hours, so it's going to be from 7:30 to 10:30 or something like that. Please tune in. Yeah, congratulations, Chanukya, once again, today's winner. Uh, yeah, thank you to everybody that has participated in this live stream. Sri Matre Namaha, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Let's end this again with a sloka from Sri Suktam. ॐ हिरण्यवर्णां हरिणीं सुवर्णरजतस्रजां चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो मावः. Sri Matre Namaha. Thank you everyone.